Hello and welcome back to Danganronpa Trigger Happy Havoc, otherwise known as Sweat Central, because it is in the middle of summer and I have to have every door closed because the rest of my family is home for summer. So that means my recording studio also gets extremely hot, so I've grabbed myself something to drink to at least cool down a little bit. And also in saying that, at least the humidity has gone down a little bit because it has also rained a little bit in a thunderstorm, which was prevalent in the last episode, but apparently at some point during the middle of that it also ended. Sorry to waste so much time and also try and speed through everything and try and talk extremely quick, but oh fucking well. Let's get on with the rest of the game. Alright, Kyoko, what kind of break did you want?
Wait. Just what do you think you're doing?
Don't worry. This'll make the whole trial more exciting. I'm sure that thought must please you.
Huh? It'll make things more exciting? Well, all right then. I declare an official class trial recess.
Huh? For real?
Now then, what is it you want to show us? It better not be boring or I'll be very unhappy.
I wonder how this recess is actually going to be implemented.
I have no doubt it'll meet your lofty expectations. So, shall we go?
So before I even knew what was happening, the class trial had been put on hold. We headed off with Kyoko in the lead. Where she took us was back to the crime scene, because unfortunately we're gonna be looking at
the girls' locker room?
Mm-hmm.
We've already searched this place top to bottom. What are you trying to pull, Missy?
Well, the fact that there's some bottoms that need to be searched as well.
I'd like you to examine the victim's body one more time.
Want to check it again?
Be sure to examine the entire body very carefully. Take your time.
God damn it. You're fucking cute.
Examine her carefully? Like using our hands?
Everyone but you!
No way!
It's probably best if I don't run my hands all over a girl's dead body.
You're not gonna be—
It's not that I'm creeped out or anything, it's just based on religious grounds, you know?
Alright, fine. You're the only one that gets a pass. Except for the fucking creep.
Very well. I'll do it.
Thank you, Sakura.
But you're a girl. You shouldn't have to touch a dead body. Just let one of the boys do it.
No, it's okay. I think Chihiro would rather have a girl examine her. So just leave this to me.
Sakura.
And this is the point where Chihiro comes back alive and says, "No!"
What is this? Some kind of secret girl-on-girl action? Is that what you two are about? That's not it at all. Stop screwing around.
Okay, here I go. I'm sorry, Chihiro. Please excuse the intrusion.
Putting her hands together in a brief prayer, Sakura then began to quietly examine her body.
Be sure to check her entire body, and I believe we will solve this particular mystery.
Her entire body? I know you say that, but... What? This is... What is this...
Did she see dick?
What is it? Not possible. It's not possible.
Sakura's eyes were staring wildly at Chihiro's lifeless form. Her massive frame trembled.
This girl is
What?
Is a boy!
Yeah, okay. Alright, every suspicion that I had was right on the money. And unfortunately, that was kind of spoiled for me from the very beginning, because I've seen the fucking memes of this game!
Ah, I see. So she was actually a he. Interesting. Thank you for confirming this fact.
What? You're joking, right?
I wouldn't joke about this.
Then it's really true?
Chihiro was a guy? Oh, what? You guys didn't know? Heck, I knew that right off the bat.
Well, you're the only one that gathered everyone up.
Chihiro Fujisaki was totally a guy.
He was a cross-dresser? Oh, I'm really on fire! I wish I
that's what Kyoko wanted to show everyone, huh? Interesting.
I'm just glad that the body wasn't cleaned up before the case was finished. That's something that needs to be addressed. At what time does everything get cleaned up? Is it while the perpetrator is being killed? Is everything happening that quickly?
Yes, that certainly does make things much more exciting. Now let's ride this wave of excitement back to the courtroom and get back to the trial.
Mm-hmm.
I do apologize for keeping you waiting. Now then, let's resume the class trial. We've all just learned of the shocking revelation that Chihiro was actually a boy. Let's pick up from there.
Yes, well, I don't know his reason for hiding it, but the fact is, Chihiro was not a girl, but a boy.
To think that Chihiro was actually a guy? The thought had never even crossed my mind. It did cross mine.
And because the victim was male, he would have had no problem gaining access to the boys' locker room.
Assuming his handbook did, in fact, list his gender as male, then yes, that would be true.
Of course his handbook said he was a boy. He dressed like a girl, but he was a boy through and through.
So then, there should be no issue with Makoto's initial assertion. The victim was killed in the boys' locker room, and was then later moved to the girls' locker room. And the killer could have easily used Sayaka or Junko's handbook to get into the girls' locker room.
So Chihiro really was killed in the boys' locker room?
I still don't understand the motive for moving the body, but yes, that does seem plausible.
Well, I must admit, I did find it rather odd.
Oh, you shut the fuck up.
I knew he felt a little off. There was a certain incongruity to his female body.
I want to deck you so hard.
This is the most titillating situation!
And you too.
So now everything has been connected. All the mysteries have finally become clear.
Okay, well, connected or clear or whatever. We still think you're the killer, remember?
Very interesting. This has become very interesting indeed.
What exactly is on your mind right now?
He's off in his own little world.
What about you, Makoto? After everything we've learned, do you still think Byakuya's the killer?
Well, without a doubt, Byakuya is the one that made Chihiro's death look like Genocide Jack did it.
Mm-hmm.
But I think he might not actually be the killer after all.
What? But aren't you the one who accused him in the first place?
He just seems to be too easygoing about all this. Like he's enjoying us solving the mystery. The way he's acting, it makes it seem like it doesn't have anything to do with him.
And you think that might be because it doesn't have anything to do with him?
Plus, the evidence he left behind was a little too... how can I put it? Overt. He consciously chose to use the extension cord, knowing it could connect him to the murder. At least, that's how I see it. And Byakuya, when you found out the murder took place in the boys' locker room, it seemed to rattle you. And then again, when you found out Chihiro was actually a guy, if you really were the killer, that stuff wouldn't have had any effect on you.
Right.
So that's your thinking, huh? Well, it bothers me that you don't have more concrete reasons, but it's fine. I guess I'll mark it as correct for the time being.
Mark it as correct?
He's right. I am not the culprit. I just happened to come across the corpse in the girls' locker room and decided to alter it.
Are you fucking with us right now?
No, I am not effing with you right now. I'm telling you the truth.
Well, I find it very hard to believe.
Go ahead. Find it very hard to believe. You're free to be executed along with the rest of us.
If you're really telling the truth, then why? Why do you do that to his body?
My reasons hardly matter right now. Uncovering the culprit is much more important, wouldn't you say? Now then, if it wasn't me, who was it?
Well, I don't think I can say for sure without talking about it a little more.
Right.
They're seriously gonna keep going? We're all good, aren't we? I thought it was clear Byakuya did it.
No, I'm with Makoto. If there's any doubt whatsoever, we need to explore every possibility.
Correct.
Because if we're wrong, we all die here.
That's true. Very well then. I'm with you too.
Damn straight. Count me in.
Shut up, hero!
Do you not have a mind of your own?
Thank you, Taka.
Of course I do. What am I, an ant or something?
Anyway, let's discuss this all as a group one more time. We still have time to make our decision.
That's very true.
Our lives are all on the line.
Excellent. Then shall we resume our game of hide and seek?
If Byakuya didn't do it, then who's the real killer? Who murdered Chihiro? There's one thing we can be sure that we know about the killer. The killer was able to gain access to the real murder scene, which means... Killer was able to gain access to the real murder scene, which means it had to have been a guy by that logic, but we still aren't 100% sure of whether or not borrowing, even though Leon's... maybe this is what it's implying. Since the crime scene was the boys' locker room, you would need a boys' handbook to get in. Since Leon's handbook is apparently broken, the killer would have had to use their own. In other words, it had to have been a guy. But that's still not enough. I need to find some more clues. Alright, let's make this argument. Celeste's account. Hold on, but... Hold on. Celeste's account is only that, Chihiro was going out to work out, right? Oh wait, that's right, but the duffel bag and the tracksuit weren't even there. I can read this, right? On the night of the murder, right before nighttime, Chihiro was spotted leaving the warehouse. It seems that he was stuffing some blue exercise clothes into a duffel bag. Presumably, he was on his way to exercise, but the clothes were not found at the crime scene. Celeste had not told anyone other than Makoto about this encounter. It's only Celeste and I. Isn't there a single clue that might lead us to who did it?
Well, clues are one thing, but did nobody get a look at the killer?
I'm sure if someone saw the killer, they would have said something by now.
Perhaps someone saw the victim at some point. Even that might be enough for now.
Yeah. All we need right now is any kind of new info.
It's over. It's all over. You want to know who saw the victim? The killer. And only the killer.
Okay, I was about to say, where's the fucking contradiction?
Turn themselves in. Game over, man. Game over.
Why are you saying that?
No! Not game over!
Okay, never mind. I was about to say, why is he saying it of all people? No, as a matter of fact, there is an eyewitness account regarding Chihiro. She has more information about that. I kind of wish I had put this on hard just for like different things, but I think it's fine for now. I mean,
it's over. You want to know who saw the killer? And only the killer.
There we go. I was worried about that other pink one.
I believe someone else did see the victim before he was murdered. What do you think, Celeste?
Now that you mention it, yes, I did see him.
Really?
Oh, but I suppose only Makoto knows about this. The rest of you had no idea, did you? That is why you're all making such ugly noises.
Whatever! Just hurry up and tell us!
It was last night, right before nighttime. I saw Chihiro in the dormitory warehouse. I saw him stuffing a track jacket into a duffel bag, and then, I assume, he headed off to exercise.
A track jacket and a duffel bag? But we didn't find anything like that at the murder scene.
You're indeed correct. So where could it be?
It seems likely that the culprit destroyed them to get rid of any evidence.
And that is when he said something that struck me as rather odd.
Well, I'd better get going. I'm kind of in a hurry.
Chihiro told me he was in a hurry. But why would he be in a hurry? Only if someone were waiting for him, I should think.
So, Mr. Fujisaki was on his way to meet with someone, and then they were going to work out together?
But Hina and I had invited him to exercise with us plenty of times, and he always declined.
Probably because he was afraid you'd find out the secret he was hiding, right?
Which means that conversely, he must have trusted whoever he was meeting with very much. Enough so that he was willing to risk his secret being revealed.
It wasn't Mondo, was it? Oh no, and it's gonna be the case. That's why this case was like the plight of the boys or something like that. Because we're gonna see the bonding of the boys be broken.
Oh, a marvelous friendship! The point is, whoever he met up with is the culprit, right? So we just gotta figure out who it was.
But knowing what we know, I can't even guess.
No. You already have what you need to make the connection.
Huh?
You know who the killer is.
Seriously? Who is it? Who's the killer?
Think back to the track jacket and duffel bag the killer disposed of.
Mm-hmm.
Focus on the details of these items, and it should become obvious who was waiting for him.
Duffel bag and track jacket.
Are you sure about that? You really think we can figure out who did it based on 2 pieces of evidence that we don't have?
What? You want to track down some fingerprints or something?
Even if we had the equipment for that, we wouldn't know how to use it.
Could it have been Taka? To make... He had to be on time, he was in a hurry. The only way they would work out was if they were in proper attire.
As was noted, the evidence is already gone. There's nothing to get fingerprints from.
Maybe, but we can make certain inferences if we just take the time to talk it out.
Easy for you to say, but fine. Celeste, did you notice anything special about the bag or jacket? The bag was just a normal duffel bag from the warehouse. All the bags in there are the same, so I can't imagine what would make that one special.
Well, if I remember right, there was a decent variety of tracksuits to choose from.
This one was blue.
Do you think there might be some connection between the culprit and Chihiro's jacket?
Perhaps. Let's explore that and talk a bit more about the jacket they took.
Does Chihiro's track jacket really hold some clue about the killer? Somehow. It's really hard to believe. Alright. Celeste's account. Mm-hmm.
First of
Oh, there's a lot.
we know where Chihiro was headed.
Yep.
He was on his way to go exercise.
Mm-hmm.
So next we have to ask, why did he choose the specific tracksuit that he did?
What do you mean, the specific tracksuit?
I got it! He picked that tracksuit because it matched the one the culprit was wearing.
So, what you're saying is, the killer was wearing the same blue tracksuit as him? My tracksuit is black.
I don't even have a tracksuit. Cause exercising sucks.
I have a white tracksuit, personally. I got it from the warehouse, if you must know.
Did any of that really help us get any closer to figuring out who the culprit is?
No way. Not a chance.
You heard him, right? What he just said without even realizing it?
His black suit is black? Or his tracksuit is black? She's right. What he said just now is really odd. How did he know something like that? He mentioned the blue tracksuit. Yeah, only Celeste and I would know. Alright.
We know where he was on his way, so next week, why did he choose?
What do you mean?
The specific...
I got it! He picked that. It matched the one the culprit was wearing.
So, what you're saying is, the killer was wearing the same blue tracksuit as him?
Mondo!
Hold on a second, Mondo. What did you just say?
Mondo killed him because he found out he was a boy. Maybe. I can't just jump to conclusions.
Huh? What'd I say?
When Celeste testified a few minutes ago, she said...
I saw him stuffing a track jacket into a duffel bag. And then, I assume he headed off to exercise.
She never said anything about the jacket's color. So why did you say Chihiro's blue tracksuit?
What are you just...
Hey, Celeste. What color was Chihiro's tracksuit?
As a matter of fact, it was blue.
And before we began the trial, did you tell anyone that?
Just me. Well, maybe
The
not
only
even me.
one I told about any of this was you.
Then, Mondo, how did you know what color Chihiro's tracksuit was?
Because I just... I'm sure he saw the clothes at some point in the investigation.
No, that can't be it. The bag and clothes were surely disposed of by the time we began our investigation.
Then the only reason he could have known what color the tracksuit was is if he saw Cherry with it before he died! That's the only possibility! Cherry? Are you talking about Chihiro? So, how about it? Did you see the tracksuit or didn't you?
Just by chance. I just happened to see it last night.
Mondo.
He walked past me, and he was carrying the tracksuit in his hands.
No, that can't be it either. According to Celeste's testimony...
She stuffed the jacket into her bag in a hurry. It was almost like she was trying to hide it. And just like that, she was gone.
And when Celeste noticed it, Chihiro made a point of making sure the jacket was completely in the bag. If you just ran into him briefly, you couldn't possibly have seen what color the tracksuit was.
It would appear you've dug your own grave.
Perhaps. But you handed him the shovel, didn't you? That focus on the
Oh.
tracksuit and it'll be obvious who he met with? What a bunch of nonsense.
Ah, now I understand. It was all one big bluff, wasn't it? Your true intention was to draw a slip of the tongue from the culprit. That's why you said you knew who did it, to put them on edge.
That's right. However, Mondo was my target all along. I had my suspicions about him from the very beginning.
Why? Like,
But why? What made you so suspicious?
was it something he said?
That's a good question.
The way he talked? Because I hate him! The way he was acting. Was Mondo... Maybe it was the way he was acting, that's the only thing that I can really think. Nope.
There was a certain turning point that tipped me off. Maybe you didn't notice it, Mondo, but you tend to refer to men and women differently. You only call guys dude. For girls, it's chick. And after he was killed, you happen to refer to him as dude.
I didn't even notice that.
Once I picked up on that, it occurred to me that Mondo knew something we didn't.
You noticed such a tiny detail?
That must have happened really fast in the dialogue.
Are you a witch? She's a witch! You're positively frightful!
No, I'm not the frightful one. Not nearly as frightful as someone capable of murdering a friend.
Mondo, was it really you? Did you really kill Chihiro?
I didn't kill anyone! You've been all over me, judging everything I say, putting words in my mouth. What gives you the right to treat me like a goddamn criminal?
Yeah! He would never do something like that! This is a false accusation!
It's true. My reasoning on that is pretty shaky.
That was fast.
Well, This does present us with a problem. It seems we are all out of leads.
My time has nearly come.
Oh yeah, that's right. Hifumi knew something that no one else did.
That's what my little ghost friend is telling me.
Oh yeah, that reminds me. Hifumi, weren't you telling me you found some evidence?
Really? What kind of evidence?
Actually, no. Now that I'm thinking about it here calmly, it might not be all that relevant.
Anything is helpful at this point.
Jeez, does your confidence just get up and walk away? It's fine, man. Just tell us.
Okay, Hero's coming back a bit.
If you really insist, then... here it is.
What is it?
What do you have there? It happens to be an e-handbook. I found it laying on the ground, so I scooped it up.
Where, though? You found it on the ground, right? Then it must belong to... Chihiro's?
I got it!
Because it would have been returned?
Chihiro's handbook was missing from the scene of the crime, right?
For a fact.
For a fact indeed. I was totally sure I'd found it.
Then it must hold some clue about the culprit, right?
Well, that's what I was hoping. But it's busted. It won't even turn on.
This one's also broken? Okay. So two of the boys are broken. Why?
I imagine the culprit broke it to get rid of any evidence after the murder.
That's odd. I didn't think the handbooks were quite so fragile.
And they aren't.
You're right. They're not. They're totally waterproof and shock resistant. It would take an awful lot to break one.
I was about to say maybe under the weight of 1,000 pounds or whatever the thing is, but Monokuma mentioned how it can withstand tons of pressure.
And yet, this one does appear to be broken, as is Leon's, sitting useless in the main hall. For all your confidence, that is a remarkably high failure rate.
Do you think there might be some kind of mystery in there somewhere? How, precisely, did the handbooks get broken?
How did the handbook break? There's only one possible explanation. By exploiting a bug, by hitting its weak point. There's only one weak point.
I got it! You already told us before that the handbook has one weak point, didn't you?
You remember that?
I mean, since the game explained it to me right in layman's terms, yes.
Sure, maybe I let that slip, but I never told anyone what the weak point actually was.
But that doesn't go for certain with an ultimate programmer.
But if the handbook is supposed to never break, and two of them broke in quick succession,
then we can only assume that someone's figured out its weakness.
Mm-hmm.
You know what the weakness is, right, Monokuma? So, what is it?
You're asking me?
I think it's a necessary piece of information if you want this to be a fair trial.
But if I tell you, and someone else decides to copy it, that would be very not good.
Just tell us already! Why would we want to break our own handbooks?
Oh well, I have a weakness for pushy demands. But you're sure you won't follow their example?
I mean, I have no reason to, but okay.
Then allow me to make a special announcement. The weak point of my cutting-edge e-handbook is... when it's exposed to high temperatures for too long, it will suffer a meltdown and totally break!
Wait, so I was just about to... I was thinking Mondo's in the sauna. But what about Taka's? Is his... technically, but he also just went in with a towel.
I flippin' knew it!
You knew it?
Yeah, because I found the handbook laying on the floor of the sauna.
Oh, then it is Mondo's.
The temperature in the sauna can reach over 200 degrees. Strange how you don't get burnt, huh?
So then why is Leon's busted?
It's because as your sweat evaporates, it creates a cooling layer of air around your skin. If the hot air of the sauna were somehow pushed directly onto your skin, you'd definitely get fried. That layer of air would get blown away. That's why you may feel a burning when you move around. So when you're in a sauna, make sure to keep nice and still.
Interesting. I learned one new fact today.
As did I.
That is a mere trifling speck of knowledge.
I mean, I already knew about the sweat thing, but, like, moving around to disturb that layer of sweat, I did not know that part.
If you found the victim's handbook in the sauna, then the killer must have been purposely trying to raise its temperature in order to break it.
Meaning the culprit somehow knew its weakness.
But how'd they find out? Monokuma said he didn't tell anyone, right?
Indeed. Quite the mystery.
What if they found out by accident?
What do you mean by accident?
What if the killer took their own handbook into the sauna, not knowing its weakness, and it broke?
God damn it, Mondo.
They'd realize it was broken, of course, and it wouldn't be hard to figure out why. And once they had Chihiro's handbook, they knew they had an easy way to dispose of it.
I won't say it's not possible, but who would have done something like that? I don't know of anyone who took their handbook into the sauna.
I might know someone who did.
And quite literally, it's only me and Taka.
Whoa. Seriously?
I think the one who may have taken their handbook into the sauna was...
And Taka realizes it too. Who might have brought their handbook into the sauna? It had to be the one who wore all their clothes into the sauna. It was... And Mondo's this way, right? Oh, he is... Oh, he was exactly like halfway around, so it wouldn't have mattered. Mondo.
Here's my answer. Mondo, your handbook got broken in the sauna, didn't it?
What? Why? Why do you keep accusing him?
Oh no, Taka.
Mondo and Taka had an endurance contest in the sauna not too long ago, remember? And for the contest, Mondo just so happened to keep his school uniform on. But little did he realize, he'd also left his handbook in one of his uniform pockets.
Yeah. Oddly enough.
And when it was all over, Mondo discovered that taking your handbook into the sauna could easily destroy it.
No, wait, hold on. You've got it all wrong. He would never kill. I don't accept this. Show me the proof. The actual solid proof.
I mean, I don't want to believe it either, but... I found something that proves it beyond a shadow of a doubt. Let's make my argument. Broken e-handbook, Chihiro's e-handbook, and a card reader.
Let's test Makoto's assertion. If what he says is correct, then Mondo, you broke your own handbook.
By accident.
In other words, if Mondo's handbook is actually broken...
Oh, he would have had to have used Leon's! Duh! That's what is escaping
well,
me.
My goddamn handbook works just fine!
Whoa, what the...
See? Look! Makoto was wrong after all! Mondo wouldn't hurt a fly!
Okay, so it's got to be Mondo's e-handbook. I'm sure Mondo's handbook during their sauna... The handbook broke during their showdown. If I can just prove that, and that will show that the handbook Mondo must actually... that the handbook Mondo has must actually be Leon's. That's the only way that he would have had access to the thing. Weight room. Changing room. Okay.
Let's
Chihiro's...
test Makoto's assertion. If what he says is correct, then Mondo, you broke your own handbook.
In other words, if Mondo's handbook is actually broken, then that proves that what Makoto said is right.
Well, my goddamn handbook works just fine.
Oh, that shit. God, fuck. I clicked the wrong button. I right-clicked.
Makoto was wrong.
Fuck.
Mondo wouldn't hurt a fly.
Whoops. Okay, come on.
Let's test if what he said you broke your own handbook. In other words, If Mondo's handbook, even that proves that what—
Well, my goddamn handbook works just fine.
Okay, there we go. I was worried that wasn't gonna connect.
Mondo, the handbook you have right now, is it really yours?
The fuck is that supposed to mean?
The broken handbook that was in the main hall, isn't that one actually yours?
What the heck are you talking about?
What I mean is, I think Mondo swapped his handbook out for one that actually works. I think he took Leon's handbook and replaced it with his own. After all, Monokuma said himself that Leon's handbook never should have broken.
That's right! The punishment it suffered wasn't nearly enough to destroy it.
So then, the broken handbook in the main hall is actually Mondo's.
See, that connection I didn't think was possible, because I thought that the missing handbook for Chihiro, that was also broken, was back there. But, oh well.
Which would mean that the handbook Mondo has right now is actually Leon's, yes?
Mm-hmm.
But doesn't that violate the school regulation that says loaning out your handbook is prohibited?
And that's where you're wrong.
Well, here's how I look at it. There is a rule about loaning your handbook to another student, but if they're dead, they're not a student. It's kind of a gray area, I admit. But no worries. If anything, it just makes things more interesting. As such, I decree that exchanging handbooks with a corpse is not a violation of the rules.
Well, Mondo, if I'm wrong about this, you're welcome to say so. I'm happy to admit I made a mistake, but...
Son of a bitch.
Mm-mm.
What's wrong, bro? Come on, tell him he's wrong. You are wrong. You have to be wrong.
Is he gonna be fighting for Mondo, or am I gonna have to fight both of them at the same time?
You just said is wrong. You made it all up.
Okay, then why don't we look back on this case one more time, from the beginning? That way, everything will become clear, and we'll all see if I was right or wrong.
We get to make a comic book! Closing argument. Begin! Chihiro was doing that. He was packing up his stuff. Celeste saw... where's the blue track bag? It's gotta be that one. He hurriedly tried to pack it up even faster. Crushed it. I'm still wondering whether or not Mondo would have been... Yeah, okay, so Mondo wasn't the one... Or Byakuya wasn't the one that swapped everything out. That was actually Mondo. But Byakuya was the one that just orchestrated it to look like this. Okay, this one is pretty scattered around. Okay, so the blood would have splattered at least on the poster there. So that gets rid of that at least. Would have taken that to the sauna somewhere? Right there. Maybe... I'm still trying to piece this all together. Oh, there's a lot of shit here. Fuck. I would have drawn Bloodlust there. Jesus. He would have taken that, yeah. Okay. I'm still trying to piece this together because trying to make sure that everything works is really pissing me off. That's... Oh, wait, no, that's Chihiro's hand. She would have scanned it there, maybe? Swapping the poster. Maybe. Oh wait, no. The poster swapping would have been somewhere over here. This one's a bit weird because, like, trying to place everything in the right spots is just agonizing. Would have picked it up here, maybe? Maybe that's what it's trying to implement. Into the girls' room. See, like, that's the issue, like, of whether or not that's actually right. Also, why did Byakuya know to go into the girls' room to hang this up? Is what I'm wondering. No, hold on. Is that the dropping, it's on the red floor somewhere. It's gotta be throwing it into the sauna, maybe? Speaking of saunas, that's what it's like back here in this back room. How many of these fucking things? He would have approached the boys' room, scanned in, greeted the person, they lifted up the dumbbell, brought it over. See, like, this is also another thing. I'm not sure if this splattered onto, if this could technically be true that it splattered on the thing, or this could be used. That's, like, an issue right then and there. Took the poster. Chihiro to the girls' room. Borrowed another thing. Got in. Maybe? Oh, wait, no. This... Place that up. Everything's swapped. One thing that I noticed in watching this other playthrough is that it's important to notice whether or not there's, like, repeating images. Like, this is already in this image. This card is being used there. Now, I don't know what this is all about, but... Maybe, possibly? Let's see if this works out.
Here's exactly what happened. First, let's take a look back to before the incident. Last night, Celeste saw Chihiro in the warehouse, correct? At the time, she was apparently stuffing something into a duffel bag. That something was a blue tracksuit. You can confirm this, right, Celeste? With bag in hand, Chihiro headed out, even though it was officially nighttime. She made her way to the locker room, specifically the boys' locker room. But how could the victim, who was apparently a girl, access the boys' locker room?
What? No, I didn't lay out the reasoning right. I need to rearrange the events of that case. The case. What? What? That's... Okay. He used his handbook to get in? Is that... Is this the opening of the door? Is that what that means?
Exactly
Maybe? I don't fucking know.
With bag in hand, Chihiro headed out, even though it was officially nighttime. She made her way to the locker room, specifically the boys' locker room. But how could the victim, who was apparently a girl, access the boys' locker room?
Okay, good. That's at least a start.
Simple. Because she was really a he, which is why he was able to use his own e-handbook to gain entrance to the boys' locker room. Once inside, he met with someone there. And the person he met was the one who killed him. It seems likely that the killer grabbed the nearby dumbbell, approached the unsuspecting Chihiro,
And I made the suspicion way before. It could only be somebody that could lift it.
and attacked him. And that's where the bloodstains on the poster and carpeting in the boys' locker room came from. It was likely in the heat of the moment. The body was arranged, but the murder itself felt unplanned. Which is why the killer hurried to try and hide the act. First, pulling up the bloodstained carpet. Then, removing the bloody poster. And finally carrying the corpse into the girls' locker room. A girl's handbook was necessary to get into the locker room, of course. But this alone doesn't prove that the killer was necessarily a girl. After all, Sayaka and Junko's handbooks had been placed in the main hall. Using one of those, a boy could get into the girls' locker room without much problem.
This might be wrong. Oh. Okay.
And that's exactly how the killer did it. With the carpet and the poster they brought with them, they got to work. They changed the layout of the boys' and girls' locker room in what you might call a crime scene switch. That could have been the end of things, but no. Byakuya discovered the body and decided to intervene in the situation, making things even more complicated.
Which I'm still wondering how he got access to the girls' room.
So, after stumbling on the crime scene, he went and grabbed the extension cord from the library, and then he got to work. He used the cord to string up Chihiro's lifeless body. Then, using the victim's own blood, he left a grisly message there at the scene of the crime.
Because he's a fanboy.
He wanted to create the illusion that Genocide Jack was responsible for the slaughter. And around the same time that Byakuya was putting together this facade, the killer, having already disposed of Chihiro's bag and other belongings, arrived at the sign. There, they planned to destroy the last piece of evidence, Chihiro's handbook. And just as the killer expected, The steamy sauna was enough to ruin the electronic gadget. Somehow, the killer knew that the handbook couldn't stand up to the heat of the sauna. And the reason they knew that is because the sauna had already wrecked their own handbook. And that's how it all played out.
Wow, that art looks good.
Right, Mondo Owada.
Wait! No! This can't be right! Where's your evidence? Yeah! Where's your evidence?
I just literally said everything.
Evidence! You need proof! Without any proof, you can't pin any of this on him!
Evidence that Mondo is the killer. It already revealed itself earlier in the trial. If I can somehow show where Mondo's handbook is right now, once I do that, everything will become clear. A new element has been added to the bullet time battles. God damn it. Would you like to hear more? Sure. Let's talk a little bit more about Fever Time and Nega Time. Nega Time? Don't know what Fever Time is. However, I have an ability that somehow is supposed to help it. I don't know. During a bullet time battle, if you press the space key, okay, Fever Time will activate, and the tempo will be forced to its max. Okay. At this point, even if you push the buttons at random, you won't miss. Really? So you can push right mouse button, left mouse button, right mouse button, left mouse button, however you want to destroy the opponent's verbal assault. But this only lasts until your focus gauge runs out, so make the best possible use of your time. Of course, it wouldn't be fair if only you got access to special time, right? So we've also prepared something called Nega Time that your opponent can use. If the opponent activates Nega Time during the bullet time battle, your tempo marker will disappear, making it quite a bit tougher to hit the buttons in rhythm. Okay, so I literally just have to use that ability right in the middle of it. Oh, I hit auto. If you were to activate Fever Time at this point... no, never mind. I'm sure nothing would happen. I don't know what I was worried about, and I accidentally hit space to change auto clicking. Unsurprisingly, if your action difficulty is set to gentle, the opponent won't use Nega Time. Well then, good luck and have fun. Oh no.
Show me some evidence! You're wrong! I won't listen! I refute you! False! Show me some evidence! I won't listen! False! I refuse to vote! Show me some evidence! You're wrong! I won't listen! I refute you!
Not gonna happen. Wow, I can just...
Show me some evidence!
That was weird.
I won't listen! False!
Final strike! Broken
Show me
heel.
some evidence!
Without any proof, you can't pin any of this on him!
This should prove it.
Sorry, Taka. But your bro is no longer your bro.
Thinking so far is right. Mondo must have replaced his broken handbook with Leon's. In which case, we can just check each of our handbooks right now. Once we do that, we'll...
We don't gotta do that.
Why?
Huh?
Yeah. I did it. I killed him.
Oh, he's owning up to it. I got an A rank. I almost got an S rank. That may or may not be possible. I'm still a little shaky on that because it appears like everything I got A rank on, so I don't know if S is technically possible. But I made one mistake technically engaging with Kyoko. Another mistake in... what was it? What was the thing? The comic book. And then one mistake when I was addressing something. I don't really remember what, but I know that I made a mistake in the middle. Oh, 86. Oh god, that's not as many coins as I got the last time, I don't think. What's a mistrial and not from concentrate?
What are you saying?
And I know actually where both of those come from. Not from concentrate is not using my concentration ability at all once, and that doesn't include the special event at the very end, using the spacebar to activate the no-nonsense combo thing. What's a mistrial is just not having a failure, which I found out isn't set per chapter, like not failing once per chapter. It's just not failing at all in any of them. So I got that. And I know that there's a trophy that you can get for not making a mistake at all, so maybe in the future.
I got no choice, man. After hearing all that, I gotta just give up. Go ahead, Monokuma. Get it over with. Ask for the goddamn verdict.
Roger that.
Wait! Hold on!
No waiting, no holding on. Time for the moment we've all been waiting for. Grab your lever and give it a yank!
I can almost kind of see Makoto's voice actor being Monokuma. Like, in some of the fluctuations, I can kind of see it, but I expect it to be two voice actors.
Who will you elect as the Blackened this time around? Will you make the right choice or the dreadfully wrong one? What's it gonna be? What's it gonna be?
There's someone I want it to be, and then there's somebody... Oh, it doesn't even let me choose. Okay. Yep. Alright. Let's see it.
What?
Uh-oh! This time it looks like you got it right again! Yes, it is so. The Blackened that killed Chihiro Fujisaki was... Mondo Owada! In case you're wondering, the vote was not unanimous. What? Not? Kiyotaka chose the wrong person. You're treading very close to the danger zone, Mr. Ishimaru. You need to be more careful.
Who did you vote for?
I refuse to believe it. There's no way he would kill someone.
Sorry.
What is this?
Why are you apologizing? Why? Why did you...
Oh my god, I love that art.
Why did you do it?
Now then.
Well, it looks like Mondo's taken a vow of silence. So allow me to explain on his behalf.
He did it because he was in love.
Actually...
The story of murder this time is the sad story of two men. Oh, but for anyone who doesn't really want to hear it, you can hit the control key to fast forward the text.
Not at all. I'm not fast forwarding through this at all.
Anyway, there was once a young boy, and his name was Chihiro Fujisaki. He had an extreme inferiority complex regarding his own lack of strength. You're so weak, even though you're a boy. He'd heard things like that as long as he could remember, and he couldn't overcome his weaknesses. On the contrary, he tried to hide and buried himself further and further into that weakness, to take on the fragile form of a petite young girl. He had chosen that as his way out. Now nobody will be able to say anything about, even though you're a boy. But no matter how tightly he wrapped himself in that shell, the inferiority complex had already taken root deep inside of him and was not so easily weeded out. As it turned out, the shell was completely empty. The complex didn't disappear. Instead, it grew only stronger and stronger. I'm weak. Weak. Once the killing game had begun here at the school, he had no choice but to accept the fact. After all, the school is a survival of the fittest. If you're not strong, you don't survive. And And then the lovely and hateful Monokuma announced the revealing of the embarrassing secrets. Which, of course, included Chihiro's embarrassing secret, which I was more than willing to divulge.
Even though he dresses like a girl, Chihiro is actually a boy.
Hey,
And that was something Chihiro couldn't let anyone find out, no matter the cost. If that was revealed, it would be the end. The hardened shell would crack, the armor would fall away. Without a doubt, those around him would torture him more than ever before. Everyone figured being thrust into such a dilemma must have sent him spiraling into despair.
What?
And yet...
I'm sorry.
I'm sorry. I don't really want to talk about it right now. But I also don't want to leave things the way they are. So maybe I can talk about it later. After I try my best to become strong. Then I can tell everyone. Unknowingly, he used the thread of discovery to motivate himself to become stronger.
That's right.
Now's my chance.
I want to change.
I'm going to get stronger and accept who I am. Strong enough so that when someone says, even though you're a boy, I'll be okay. I'll get better. With that thought at the front of his mind, he resolved to take immediate action. And so... that day, he made the commitment to begin exercising. He was prepared to retrain his mind and body. But sadly, that would be the first and only chance he would get at it.
Hey,
When he decided to start exercising, he thought it would be good to ask for someone's help. But he wanted to tell the person his secret first, and then ask them to help him from there on. And the person he went to...
Yeah, that's right.
It was me.
Yep, it sure was. The biker gang fella had been painfully clear about how important his manly promises were. So Chihiro probably figured that if he'd confided in Mondo, his honor would make him keep the secret. Plus, Mr. Macho Mondo was the very symbol of a strong man that Chihiro had always aspired to be.
Yeah.
Maybe talking to Mondo about it will give me some courage.
That's gotta be the other voice.
So he went and asked Mondo to help him become strong. That was his aspiration. He thought that only with Mondo's support would he ever be able to become close to that.
Correct.
So then, that must be why Mondo did what he did. To keep that promise he'd made to Chihiro. Huh? Did what he did? You mean... that's why Mondo carried Chihiro from the boys' locker room to the girls' locker room?
Indeed.
Yes, that's exactly what I mean. Wasn't that to cover up what he'd done?
Certainly.
That could have been the part of it, but I don't think it was the main reason. The real purpose was to keep the promise between men he'd made to Chihiro.
But how does moving the body keep his secret?
Because
if everyone knew he'd been killed in the boys' locker room, then everyone would have been arguing about how she got into the boys' locker room, right? Once that started up, at least a few of us would have immediately begun to suspect his identity. So he tried to protect Chihiro's secret by putting him in the girls' locker room and stealing his handbook, see? Then Mondo did all that to keep the promise he'd made to Chihiro? Who he'd also killed? Why would he do that? The more I hear you talk, the more I don't understand. I mean, you guys trusted each other, right? So why did you? Because, no matter what, I didn't want anyone to know.
I knew it.
So that's what triggered it after all. Oh, this is not Monokuma.
The possibility of having your embarrassing memories and secrets exposed.
What is this?
But that's impossible! Nothing could have been that bad! Something he didn't want anyone to know? Even if it meant killing someone?
You're wrong!
It's impossible!
Don't make me repeat myself.
How many times must I repeat myself? To judge others by your own standard is the height of folly. Mondo had developed a crush on, Chihiro, not knowing that he was a boy, and unfortunately he couldn't shake those feelings. Even if he can't comprehend it. He obviously can. That's all there is to it.
Well, while we're on the subject, why don't I tell you? That embarrassing memory. That secret he didn't want anyone to know?
Hey,
You know what Mondo did? He killed his
Own brother. Is that figuratively or literally?
Mondo, the ultimate biker gang leader, makes all the hoodlums and riffraff across the country tremble. But the only reason he had a chance to join a gang in the first place was because of a certain someone.
Oh. Okay. Oh yeah, that's right. It was mentioned that the older brother was, dead? Is Chihiro Fujisaki not even Chihiro's name?
Mondo's older brother's name was Daya Owada. Mondo had nothing but respect for him. It was because of Daya that Mondo ever got on a motorcycle. Mondo's brother was his only family growing up. He was the only one Mondo could trust or respect.
Is he adopted?
He wanted to measure up to his big brother, so he imitated him in everything he did. Mondo was the epitome of the starry-eyed kid brother. Meanwhile, the charismatic older brother had put together a local motorcycle gang. And before anyone knew it, it had grown into the biggest biker gang in the country. Daya, the older brother, number one in the gang, and his number two, his younger brother Mondo. In the beginning, everything was peaches and gravy. But when Mondo started to think about how he would have to take over the gang from his brother someday, his brother's greatness, his reputation, began to gnaw on Mondo's very soul.
The kid's gonna take over for Daya, huh? Daya created this gang with his bare hands. Mondo's just along for the ride. Can someone like that really be our leader? All that'll do is make the gang look bad.
Almost every day, Mondo heard the gossip and whispers of the other members of the gang. Which is why...
I
gotta get stronger. Stronger than Daya. Once. Just one time. No matter what, I gotta win.
Don't fuck with me.
I don't care what it takes. I gotta come out on top. And on the night
of this amazing brother's retirement ceremony, Mondo challenged him to a street race.
Oh shit.
But during the race, tragedy struck. The kid brother pushed ahead with reckless abandon, eager for victory, and dashed into oncoming traffic. But suddenly...
his brother saved him.
Laying in his kid brother's arms, the older brother delivered his final words.
My bad, kid. I fucked up. Sorry.
Of course he knew it was his brother's fault, but Daya never blamed him for what happened.
Hey, kid. The rest is up to you. No matter what, you gotta keep the gang together. Because
The team you and me put together. It's a promise between men. He decided to hide the truth of what happened from everyone else in the gang, in order to keep the gang together and keep the promise to his brother. He could never admit to anyone that it was his own weakness that had caused the accident. And as a result, the team was made even stronger under the banner of the kid who'd bested his big brother. Daya was gonna lose. I don't know how to deliver this line. Daya was gonna lose to his kid brother, so he got stupid and got himself killed. That became the explanation for what happened. Mondo's lie became the truth. He wanted to lead the team so bad, he was willing to tell all kinds of lies about his brother. I'm strong. Strong. And yet, as soon as our killing game began, he realized no matter how tough he pretended to be, he was just another weakling that could die in an instant. And then the hateful Monokuma announced the revealing of the embarrassing secrets. At that point, it was clear I would have no problem shedding light on his secret. I've kind of lost Monokuma's voice, but oh well. Mondo killed his older brother. It's not that he killed him, it's that he got him killed. No matter what, I couldn't let the other gang members find out. If that happened, everything would have been ruined. Everything me and my brother had worked to create would have been destroyed. His death, all the guilt I'd been carrying around, it all would have been for nothing. So that's why Mondo. After what I saw what Monokuma had on me. Excuse me. I know I'm running a little bit over, but like this just doesn't seem like a plausible time to end it. I probably should have ended it at the chapter whatever, but oh well. My head was filled up with a kind of fuzzy uneasiness and just started swirling around. I never felt anything like it before. I didn't know what to do about it. I wasn't sure what to say or think. But after a while, that fuzzy uneasiness turned itself into a rock-hard lump of anxiety way down in my stomach. And it was right around then that Chihiro asked me to start working out with him. And right there, he told me a secret. Seriously? Jesus!
I'm sorry.
Yeah, I'm sorry I lied to you. But why? Why now? Why are you telling me this all of a sudden? Huh? Because, I mean, you've kept that secret all this time, right? If anyone found out, you would be...
But...
You're right, but...
I want to change.
I've wrapped myself in lies. I'm weak. I want to destroy that version of me forever. His words cut like a knife in my gut. I felt like he was exposing the lie I'd been living myself. I have to change. I don't want to be weak anymore. You're so strong. It can't hurt you, right? Whatever secret Monokuma might tell us.
You piece of...
So what? You're saying I should just say it?
What?
You're saying if I...
What?
You're saying if I really am, I should just be able to tell everyone my secret? Huh? I was... jealous. I was jealous of Chihiro's strength. He had the strength to face his own weakness, to try and overcome it. It was the kind of strength I'd never had. So I was jealous of him.
And that jealousy broke me.
What?
Are you making fun of me? I'm strong. Are you fucking with me right now?
No.
I'm not making fun of you. You really are strong, Mondo.
I felt like I'd hear something starting to creak. Something inside of my head. What did he want me to do? What was I supposed to do? What was I supposed to just sit back, let my secret get revealed and ruin everything?
What's wrong?
Damn you!
Why do you have to tell me all that? Are you trying to rub my failure in my face?
I just wanted to...
No, I just really admire you. I admire your strength.
Yeah, that's right.
I am strong. Strong. I'm strong. Strong. Stronger than you!
You son of a bitch!
And stronger than Daya! I don't remember anything after that. When I woke up again.
Oh god, I think my voice just quit out there for a second.
And when I woke up again, he was laying at my feet, covered in blood. I had the dumbbell in my hand, and I was just staring at him, down on the ground. Hey!
I killed him. I killed Chihiro. Even after all this time, I'm still just as weak as I've always been. And thanks to that, I did something I can never take back.
Mondo. He was normally so aggressive, so angry. He hid that weak side from everyone. That was his secret. A weakness that lived in a heart like his, and it turned him cold-blooded. God damn it!
Look at him, you see? You're all just like him! For a secret from the past, for a memory, for that he killed another living human in cold blood! He couldn't cut free from his regrets from the outside world. He doesn't know what true strength is. You see hope anywhere in there? 'Cause I sure don't.
You bastard! Just shut up, you son of a bitch! Go ahead, say that again, I dare you!
Yep.
Okay, I'll say it as many times as I want, is what I want to say, but... Unfortunately, I can't do that right now, because the time for punishing is fast approaching.
Punishing?
It can't be.
You mean execution?
Well,
That's what I promised you, right? The Blacken that disturbs the peace will be punished.
Ridiculous.
Oh, hold on.
Now then, I've prepared a very special punishment.
For Mondo Owada, the ultimate biker gang leader.
No, wait!
Let's give it everything we've got. It's punishment time!
I said, wait!
Sorry, man. I couldn't keep the promise we made. From one man to another.
Okay, let's see how this one gets affected. Is his head gonna be... Oh no, he's gonna be run over by a bus. For 1,000. Mondo has been found guilty. Or his head is gonna be popped by a motorbike. Like running over his head. Okay, he's got a pompadour as well. What? Oh, the G-forces are gonna kill him. The cage of death. Yeah, traveling around like that is just gonna kill him from the inside out. At least I think. He's not there. He literally just turned into butter. His inside, like I said, everything was gonna come out as butter. Okay. That is a perfect place to end that episode. Okay. Goddamn. Wow. It's not as gruesome as I was thinking it could have possibly have been, but just the implications that his insides turned into jelly, or in this case, butter. Mondo butter, Jesus. Ugh. Honestly, I went a bit way too far over. I definitely should have ended the recording back when, and I am so hot right now. My lips are sweating. I need to, like, do something about this, but this back room is so fucking hot. I wish I could have my back door open just so I can stay a little bit cool and have the hot air leave this place, but I can't risk having a bunch of noise, like, ruin the recordings, as well as me, like, trying to not ruin the rest of my family this time by screaming, literally. So, yeah, I gotta leave this episode here. My God. The fact that he turned into fucking butter is insane. God damn. Chihiro and Mondo, I'm so sorry. But I gotta leave this episode here, because I myself am dying right now. So, thank you so much for coming out. Hopefully you're looking forward to more and what is the rest of Danganronpa. See who all committed some murders. And I want Byakuya dead, motherfucker. I don't like him. I don't fucking like him. Just way too fucking controlling. And the fact that he changed part of a crime scene makes it even worse. But besides that, like I said before, I gotta leave this episode here. Thank you so much, and I'll leave you with one final message. Have a nice day.